Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. Not get there. A fourth down stop.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Leaves it with the back. Trucks through the defender. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering...
Touchdown, Rutgers! They grab the early lead.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Tough slanting in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The completion well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needs to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Harris will throw. fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
That's the end of the first one. With the score, Rutgers 7, SMU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Makes the grab on the shuffle.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk. It's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Got it! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Dahl. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Black. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Harris back to pass. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, SMU.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking to scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
3rd and short is just so hard to play when you got quarterbacks that can do this, because you got to play the pass, you got to drop back a little bit, but then he has the ability to crease you a little bit on 3rd and short and go pick up that big first down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He'll let it go down the right side. And that ball is picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quickly complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Mustang! They take the lead with the 6.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Fair catch called for and made. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On 1st down from their own 22. Harris will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Harris back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, SMU. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The give. It's a fumble. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. From the gun. Pocket starts to collapse. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, if they had gotten that completion from a field position standpoint, that would have been a massive advantage, but they don't get it now. In all likelihood, we're looking at Hail Mary to win the game.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Harris will throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won.